This camera is so light. I'm so used to my heavy camera, but that's a long story. Hey guys, so I'm filming in front of the mirror and I'm not wearing any makeup because I'm lazy today. I'm having a very lazy day. But today I'm going to show you a little update on my closet cosplay closet. So let's check that out because last year I made a video on it. It didn't do great, but I thought I would do it again because now I have more costumes in my closet that I've worn very recently. So let's go check that out. Okay, so here's my updated cosplay closet. Let me pull some stuff out and make a mess in the process. This is my Ochako Uraraka costume that I wore at Katsucon 2019. I can't believe it's going to be 2020 soon. So I wore that, and yeah, the only thing I made was this, and I kept saying to myself I should make the costume more dimensional, but I got really lazy. So the neck piece is really all I made to go with the costume. I don't really know what else to say about it other than I wore it. Oh yeah, here's more. My friend was Deku and my dad was All Might. I'll show some pictures on the screen. And it was really fun having someone to be Deku with me. I might do Deku with my dad as All Might. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of My Hero Academia, wait, you can't see. The lighting's really bad. This is my school uniform, UA student, whatever you want to call it, from My Hero Academia. It's unbuttoned right now, but let me just show you how I made it. So this is a dress shirt that I bought last year when I was planning some My Hero cosplays for the very first time. And right here I sewed some fabric, and there was this jacket that I ordered on Wish, but it was the wrong size. So I took off the buttons and I hand sewed them right here. And the tie came with the jacket too. On Wish I ordered the jacket, skirt, and tie. Unfortunately it didn't come with the dress shirt, so I had to buy one and decorate it, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm definitely going to wear this if I do more My Hero Academia characters in the future. Like, I might do Deku wearing this if I can buy a better Deku wig. This is my Raven cloak that I wore to Katsucon 2017. I literally made this. That's when I was taking sewing class at the time, so I had a little bit of help. But what I did make on my own, and I'm saying I did make this, but I had help. But what I did make all by myself was this gem. This is craft foam that I painted gold and clear coated, and this is resin that I worked with for the very first time at that time, because my parents, when I was a teenager, my parents wouldn't let me work with resin because they thought there was an age restriction, and I kept saying to them, no, there's no age restriction for using resin, but basically they just didn't want me to inhale the fumes or something like that. I've been cosplaying since I was a teenager. Just want to get that out there. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pull all these costumes from the closet and pull them back out. DokiDoki Literature Club. I wore this to Katsucon 2019 and Anime Next 2019. I was Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki. Now this is a really good outfit to wear when you're going to a winter con, because these are obviously like layers of clothes. This was a Christmas present from Amazon, I believe. I also ordered the wigs on Amazon, which I learned the hard way that was a bad idea. I should have used Epic Cosplay, but that's a different story. I got the dress shirt and the jacket and the vest and everything. And the skirt is right here under all of this. Again, I don't really know what else to say about it other than I wore it to 2 conventions as 3 DokiDoki characters. But again, it's really good to wear in the winter because I know that because I wasn't looking forward to wearing this going to Anime Next because that's a summer con and I knew how hot it was going to be in it. I remember taking my jacket off a lot because there were a few times I was getting really hot in it. Okay, that's better. This is my Alphonse Elric top that I made to do him from the Full Metal Alchemist movie Conqueror of Shambhala. And I only wore it to 1 con that I wasn't supposed to be going at. This was during my looting minors controversy where people were making up a lot of lies about me that got me banned from the con I badly wanted to go with my friends. And even Victoria was like, don't do this shit again. But that's a completely different story. I wore this to, I can't remember the name of the con. I think it was Beth Page something, I don't know. But wait, let me address this because I know I'm going to see it in the comments. Why did you get banned from that con? Because internet drama. That's really it. Anyway, I made this all by myself. As you can see, I sewed on the buttons and painted them, and if you look real close, I got some paint stains, but if it's far away, you don't notice as much. And me and Rachel took not a very good selfie. It was just one selfie because, now this is something I very recently wore. This is Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog, the new Sonic games. I didn't even know that Amy had an old design in the really old Sonic games until I saw a cosplay of it. I also made this. There's some costumes I do make and some that I don't make. The ones I make are ones I can't afford or the internet doesn't have it, and the ones I don't make are the ones that are available and do exist as a thing to sell. I wore this to BronyCon, the final year of BronyCon, which is this year as in recording of 2019. I also got the boots right there. Come on, camera, zoom. The boots aren't very good. I wanted to buy them, but they were too expensive, so I had to make them. I currently don't have any pictures of me as Amy Rose still, so I'll just put up a picture that my mom took of me. I sewed this. This was red fabric that I bought originally to do an Edward Elric costume, or at the time I was worried that Rachel's costume I bought for her wouldn't come in time for her birthday, so I was like, I gotta buy red fabric and black fabric to make a Ed costume for her, which is what I ended up wearing to BronyCon, which we'll get to in a minute. This is my Edward Elric costume that I do have photos of from BronyCon because it was very recently that I posted them on Instagram. Anyway, this was originally a costume for Rachel, and because I think this is spandex, so this does fit me, I wore a dress shirt under it because I couldn't find my sleeveless black top to wear instead, so I wore this. And here's an interesting story about this costume. This is the red coat is what I wore as Alphonse from Conqueror of Shambhala. So I decided, here's what happened. Here's what caused me to dress up as Ed instead of Samus. So I couldn't make it Friday to BronyCon Rachel told me she wanted to be Pikachu Friday, and I couldn't convince her to do it another day so I could be Samus with her. And I'm like, you know what? Do whatever you want. I mean that in the best way, by the way. But literally, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just be someone else. So I decided to be Ed. And I'm really glad I did it. I got a lot of... It was a very popular cosplay of mine at the con. And it was also really hot in this costume, because when I pick this up, it's really heavy to pick up because the coat is actually a lot of weight, believe it or not. But I refused to take my coat off when I told myself, hey, I'm hot, I should take this off for a while. Because under here, I cut off the sleeves, and I don't want to look like trash at a con. So I was like basically wearing the red coat the whole time to hide the cut off black sleeves and this black dress shirt combined. You can't see it well because this isn't a good camera. Okay, we got 2 more costumes left. This is my Hana costume that I wore to Anime Next very briefly, because what I decided to do, and no, I did not lewd Hana, I swear to God. But what I'm about to say is that in the hotel, me and my dad decided to have a photo shoot, which is what I posted on Instagram. They were basically shots on a hotel bed, and don't worry, I did not lewd her at all. And here are the tights. They're obviously very dirty because I was wearing them around the house when I first wore this. And this was it's actually a really cute costume. I like that it's pink. Pink is like a color that suits me very well. It just doesn't seem that way because I wear a lot of grays now. But under here is a cute pink nightgown like dress shirt. And I'm gonna move on to the last costume because my camera is literally about to die. And lastly, Samus from Metroid and Super Smash Bros. I wore this at Otakon, and it was really fun. My photographer got lots of pictures of me as Pikachu. My photographer got lots of pictures of me with my Pikachu doll that I wore. Why can't I talk? That I held all day with me at the con. I don't think that's relevant, but I don't really know what to say. Besides, I've wore these to certain cons. And I currently made a Samus swimsuit, which I'll probably showcase in a video, hopefully. I don't know. I don't really care. And I bought this on Wish, and the image of the costume on Wish looked more like Samus from Smash Brothers Brawl and Metroid Zero Mission. I'm like, oh, awesome, I'll get to wear a Zero suit that looks like Samus from Brawl. But then the costume came in the mail, and I was kind of disappointed that it looked like this, that it looked like every generic Samus suit that you buy online. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying I was expecting it to look like Samus's Brawl Zero suit. So I decided, I'll be Smash Bros. Ultimate Samus instead, because this is kind of what her suit looks like, and Metroid Other Samus too. Okay, so those are all my cosplays that I wore this year. I hope you enjoyed. Give this a thumbs down or a thumbs up. I don't really care. And